today's topic is data binding. Okay, data binding means suppose we want to show any values on the component means views on HTML page. If you want to display any values on the HTML page or web page, or we want to get the value from the HTML page means from user end. So there are two types of binding in Angular. That is a one-way data binding and two-way data binding. Okay, so all data will show on HTML page. So suppose we have data and we want to show on HTML page. Okay, so suppose we will assign any values on TS file. Your TS file, TypeScript file. So if we want to show any values of TS file to HTML file, that is called one-way data binding. Okay, if we want to transfer value from TS file to HTML file, if we want to show any values of TS file on the HTML file, because each component have four types of files: HTML, CSS, and two TS file. So if we want to show TS file content, TS file data on HTML file, that is called one-way data binding. And if we want to show we want to get the value from HTML to TS file and TS file to HTML file. Suppose we have a form on HTML file and we want to get the values from the form. So on TS file, so first of all we will get the value on TS file from the HTML file. So that is called two-way binding, means HTML to TS file and TS to HTML in both direction. If we want to perform, we want to transfer the data in both way, HTML to TS file and TS file to HTML file, that is called two-way data binding. But only suppose we want to transfer only TS file data to HTML file, that is called one-way data binding. Okay, so mostly we have one-way data binding, different types of data binding from TS file to HTML file. Only one way and two-way binding. In two-way binding, we can get the value from HTML to TS and TS to HTML. So there are different types of data binding in one-way binding, like interpolation data binding, property data binding, attribute data binding, event data binding, attribute data binding, and event data binding. class data binding, style data binding. Okay, so there are multiple types of data binding. So one by one we will create the example of data binding. Okay, any doubt, any queries? Okay, we have not need full footer section. Okay, okay, no problem. Now, so we are going to create the example of data binding. First is a interpolation binding. In this binding, we can show the values of TS file on HTML file. That is a one-way binding. Okay. So for this purpose, I'm going to declare some data in here. Like suppose declare here the AMP ID is equal to 4. Okay. And we want to show this value in HTML file. So for this purpose, it's very simple. Like it's fine. Here, the variable name is AMP ID. Okay. You can see the 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, if you want to show here, like employee ID. So here interpolation means here we use double curly bracket and we can specify the variable name. So it will show the value of this variable very easily. Okay. You can see the employee ID is 1, 2, 3, 4. Same as we can declare any values, like here declare AMP name is equal to sorry, we want to display these values here. Employee name okay, employee name is run. So we can declare any type of values in TS file and we can access this value in HTML file. So TS file to HTML. If you want to access any value, if you want to show any values of TS file in HTML, so it's very simple. We have multiple ways, but it is a very easy way to interpolation binding. Like salary is equal to okay, and we want to show this in HTML file. Okay, so we can declare any type of values in TS file and we can access that value very easily in HTML file. That's called interpolation binding. Okay, hello. Okay, good, thank you. Suppose we want to perform any operation in calculation, it also perform in interpolation. Just suppose here I've declared any variable, any values like num is equal to 10, num2 is equal to 20. Okay, and we want to perform the calculation, so we can easily perform this calculation like here h5 num plus num2. Okay, total 30. So we can also perform the calculation in interpolation binding. Okay, after that suppose we want to perform property binding. I think property binding. So for this purpose h3 property binding. So suppose for this purpose I'm going to use tag, input tag, type is equal to text, and suppose we want to show same values like here empid. Okay, suppose we want to show here uh, okay, employee id, and we want to show these values, employee id values here. This is property. So here we can declare and simply there employee id you can see here, sorry, here you can see this 1 2 3 4. So that is a way of uh, interpolation binding. But suppose we want to perform property binding, so for this purpose here same thing we can perform through the property binding. For this purpose here we use here is a for property binding you use square bracket, and after that we can specify the variable name. You can see this. Okay, here you can see this same thing. So this is the example of interpolation binding, and this is the example of property binding. Okay, in property binding we use here a square bracket, and after that here we can specify the that variable name. Okay, same as we can declare, we can show anything like employee name, employee name. You can see this employee name. Same as suppose we want to show salary. Okay, salary. Okay, so these are the example of property binding. In property binding, we declare the property in a square bracket, and after that we can declare the variables. So through this way we can access the value of TS5. Okay, but you can say what are the difference between interpolation binding and property binding? So for this purpose, here I'm going to create a submit button, like suppose here input type is equal to submit, and value is equal to, we can specify here any name like submit. Okay, no problem, we can find submit and show here control S. Okay, after that you can see that there is a button, submit button, and suppose we want to specify um, any class. Okay, like a class is equal to btn. Okay, primary button. Okay, here I am declared the class of bootstrap btn primary. So this is primary button. Okay, it's okay, no problem. But suppose we want to disable it. So here add disable, and you can see this. This is disable. Currently this is disable button, disable. And if you remove this is enable, and here you declare this. Okay, disable. Okay, you can see this. Understood? Then enable. Okay, okay, so currently this is disable. But suppose we want to handle this enable and disable from the TS file. Okay, so for this purpose we can declare this value in TS file. Open this TS file, and here we can declare any variable, like suppose here declare any display is equal to true. Okay, here I have declared a variable display is equal to true. Now I'm going to use here. So first of all, declare this property in square bracket. After that, here is specify here display. Okay, and you can see this. that is a truth. I think no, it's not working. No. Mhm. Disable. I think spelling is correct. And here display is equal to true. Oh, sorry, that is a true. Okay. Suppose here I declare it as a false display, then it will enable. Okay. So here, if here we use false, display is equal to false. So it will, here you can see this here. I have declared display is equal to false. Okay. So disabled is equal to false. Okay. So it will appear, it will enable, and if we will declare here true, okay, then this disable is equal to true, so it will be disable on screen. Okay, so we can handle this enable disable from the TS file. So actually that's the difference between interpolation binding and property binding. We can perform boolean value also, boolean operation through the property binding. Okay, we cannot perform it through the interpolation binding. Interpolation binding only for the calculation and display the value on the HTML page. Okay,